Hello, it's a different video today from me. Today we're on a little road trip through the Lake District and the home of Beatrix Potter. So you'll have to apologise, this is all new to me and I've put a sequence of videos together but not necessarily in the right order. So right now we're currently driving through the village of Surrey where Beatrix Potter bought her first home in the Lake District, which was Hilltop, and we're going to be visiting this. It is absolutely one of my favourite places in the world to visit, and I'm so blessed because we don't live too far away. Within 40 minutes, we're there. And the Lake District, it's the most beautiful place to visit. So we're currently driving through the lanes, leaving Surrey now and going past the beautiful waters. Because actually, I think there's only one lake in the Lake District, and that's Windermere. The rest are either waters or meres. So we're driving along and it's Saturday, the 8th of March. So spring is just beginning. It's a little more behind in the Lake District, being further north in England. But it's the most beautiful day. It's really rather warm. The sun is shining. And we have been really blessed with lovely weather today. So we're just driving along. And we're going to go down this road, passing this mere or water. Oh, I do know all the names of the lakes, but suddenly my mind is a blank. But anyway, we're heading through Hawkshead right now, and then actually after that, we're driving through the valley that leads to Langdale. But I just wanted to use this time while we're travelling to explain that we're going to see Hilltop. And Hilltop is the home, as I've said, that Beatrix Potter first bought in the lakes. And though she didn't ever really live there, she stayed there, I think, for a total of about 9 nights, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it was her play home, really. It's somewhere where she loved to, well, she wrote there. She wrote the story of Tom Kitten there. And the illustrations in the book of Tom Kitten, you can see, they're based on the cottage, the range that's in the kitchen, the hall, and also the little entrance doorway, the porch outside, again, is used in the story. And the house itself is full of her collections. She loved to collect. She loved collecting artwork and all sorts of different kinds of paraphernalia. And they're all curated within the home. It's a beautiful little cottage. And she did use the cottage for friends and family to come and stay. But her herself, no. Apparently, she was only there for 9 nights. Now here we are looking at the beautiful Cumbrian fells. Oh, I feel my heart soar when we come here. But what I can't believe today is how busy it is. Look at all these cars parked up, and it's only March. Usually the tourists don't start until the summertime. But more than ever these days, our Cumbrian fells are getting busier than ever. And who can blame them, for it is the most beautiful day. So now, as you can see, we're back to the village of Surrey. We've been and collected our tickets, and they have given me permission to use my camera, just as long as I don't use the flash. I never use the flash. Does anybody use the flash? It's the most beautiful village. And now we're walking up the path, approaching the cottage, and it is winter still here, So there's a few little daffs coming out and a few little primroses, and the crocuses are in bloom in the village. But in here, in the summertime, this will be filled with flowers. They always grow sweet peas up hazel sticks. And round by the door, there's always pots of geraniums. And last summer, in the late summer, I remember seeing the most beautiful tiger lilies, bright orange with dark speckles. And here on this wall, there's wisteria, as wisteria grows round the cottage, but not your typical blue wisteria. Anyway, now we're inside, and you can see the range that's in the story of Tom Kitten. Now, we've been told today that we need to look out for 9 mice. So you'll see little snippets, and here we are. Here are the first 2. They're tucked away, and it's so hard to get a good footage of them. But they've set up the most tiny little lamps and candles. So now we're heading off round the cottage to look for the other 7 mice. It's a beautiful home. There's not many rooms. This is the second room of the front hallway. Here you can see lots of her collections. She did love to collect. She loved collecting artwork, not just her own that she created. It's so cozy. It's beautiful. I wonder why she didn't live here. She did extend it. You can see that when I take a video outside afterwards, the extension to the far side. And here we look, quick little illustration from Tom Kitten. I love these miniatures. I do like miniatures, and I love the artwork too. There's lots of lovely wood, and it gives a real cozy feel. It's lovely to think that she was here and walked through to see her collections, and everything here did belong. And look, there's the 3rd mouse. It's in a basket. We did enjoy finding the mice, and there's 2 more. This is on the staircase. It's a lovely tall window that looks out upon the village. It has the most lovely view, and there you can see the blue sky. So we turn up, there's another lovely clock. There's a couple of lovely grandfather clocks in the home. Lovely little pictures. And here we are going to the room where it showcases the work that they've been doing. This is on the doll's house that Beatrix Potter had, and it's what she based her story on, The Tale of 2 Bad Mice. You can see the videos they've got in the background, the pictures, and I suppose with AI they've been able to make them blink and move a little. And this is the doll's house. It's had so many hours of work done to it. It's beautiful. Lots of restoration. It's really nicely done. And here's some details if you want to hold and read it out. Find a few details. We really enjoyed our time here. I always love visiting Hilltop. It really is a favourite. Now here on the landing, you can see the next mouse. And here now we're in the bedroom. Beautiful wallpaper. I'm not sure if it's William Morris. Certainly very much inspired by. And then look at this quilt. Oh, I just think this is beautiful. So beautiful. Really stunning. I love the canopy too. There's so much detail. And then the fireplace. And more inspiration from her illustrations. I love that jug there. Lovely old lusterware. It really is a delight to see it all. All her curios, her artwork. I think each of those drawers is filled with something. Can you imagine what's inside there? And then we've got these lovely samples. And there, in this bedroom, that's the next little mouse. So cute. I really love that. I would love to be able to create something like that. So now here we are in the next room. It's quite busy now, so it was getting more difficult to record. But it hopefully gives you a little glimpse of what her home was like. It really is the most beautiful home. And this room is just full of her little collections. I'm trying to show you as we just go down here at the very bottom. You can see all her little figures. They're made of pewter. They're all painted. I remember as a child seeing these for sale in the shop. Obviously not those particular ones, but replicas. They were always very, very expensive. I think they still are. Oh, and I always dreamed of having one. Now that there, did you see that chap? That's my husband, Robert. And there we are with another little mouse hidden in the piano. Oh, it really is a delight visiting here. And there, now I had to zoom in quickly and take that final little mouse. It's hidden in the floorboards. So we're outside now. Beautiful cottage, beautiful landscape, surrounded by all the fells. It really is a pleasure, and it's so warm now. And the front soon, that will be covered in white wisteria. And that's the extension I mentioned before to the side of it. That's the extension that Beatrix had built. And I think a farmer lived in there, and he managed the land around the farm. And look, some primroses, wild English primroses. Oh, they're one of my favourites. So here we are in the potting garden, the kitchen garden, where everything was grown. You've got your beehive at the back. Oh, I just love it. Quite often here, there's a robin. Robert and I have spent so long just watching this little robin years ago, and I should have inserted a photo, but I can't think where it would be because it really was up close to us. It was just by our feet. We were bent over and it wasn't at all bothered. But I love this garden, lovely walled garden. I usually always capture Robert, a photo of him in the little doorway going through beyond. You can see how this has inspired many of the illustrations as well and continues to inspire people. I've got copies of paintings now that Claire Fletcher has done when she visited Hilltop. She's a beautiful illustrator. Let's look at this cheeky fellow. So here we are now at the side. The snowdrops are finishing, but everything else is getting ready to bloom. It really has been the most wonderful visit. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.